So the first thing you're going to want to do is take a look at your paper mache instructions. There you will find all the materials you're going to need for this project. So go ahead, grab all the materials you're going to need, and let's get started. Okay, Kako, now that we have all of our materials with us, now we can go ahead and look at the instructions. So the first instruction is add your flour and salt to your designated mixing bowl. Okay, so here's my designated mixing bowl. I have already measured out my flour and salt, and here I have my 1 cup of warm water. And now I'm gonna pour it into my bowl of flour and salt. And I will start mixing. You can see that it's thickening up. If yours just looks a little thick like this, I would add a little bit more water. I'm going to start with a 1/2 cup more water and see how the mixture turns out. So I've added a little bit more water to my mixture, and now I'm going to mix it up, and I see that it's a little bit more thin than it was. Okay. Mix, mix, mix. See that? Now it's a little bit more liquidy. That's how you want it to look. So our next instruction is to blow up our balloon until it has a 5-inch diameter and tie it up. Then place our balloon onto the balloon stand with the tie at the bottom. Okay, let's get started. So I've already blown up my balloon. It's pretty tiny, and I'm gonna want to take my balloon stand and place it with the tie at the bottom, just like that. Alright, I got my balloon on my balloon stand, ready to go. So our next instruction is to dip 1 newspaper strip into the paper mache mix, making sure that the entire newspaper strip is coated. And when we pull the newspaper strip out of the mix, it will have a thick layer. So in order to thin out that layer, we're going to run our fingers down the newspaper strip and put the excess back into the bowl. Okay, let's see how it goes. Take our newspaper strips. I'm going to take 1, dip it in the paper mache mix. See how it's thick like that? So we're going to take all the excess and just go right down and put it in the bowl. Right down and put it in the bowl. See that? Has a nice thin layer on it. So what we're going to do next is we want to place our coated newspaper strip onto the balloon. So we have to make sure it's nice and smooth, so our piece looks pretty smooth. So we're going to place it from the bottom by the tie, and up. So this newspaper strip is a little long, so you can put it all the way to the other side. And we're just going to pat it down, making sure that it's nice and smooth. We made it all the way to the other side. There you have it. And then you're gonna repeat that step until the whole balloon is covered. So let's do the whole thing. Okay, Kako, so now we have our entire balloon covered with our paper mache with just a little puka right at the top at the tie. Okay, you want it just like that. And what I've been doing is I've been brushing my fingers right over the paper mache just to make everything smooth so that when it dries it's nice and smooth, and when we paint it it'll be easier. Okay, so here I am just brushing my fingers over the paper mache, and once I finish that, I'm gonna let it dry. So you can either let it dry right on your balloon stand here, or you can take a piece of string. This is what I like to do because it tends to dry evenly. So what I like to do is take a piece of string. Right now I'm just gonna use this string here, and I'm gonna tie it right at the top by the tie. Just like that. Maybe I'll do a knot so that I know it's gonna stay. Okay, and then I'm gonna just hang it somewhere without that. I'm just gonna hang it somewhere to let it dry. I'm probably gonna hang it somewhere in the sun so that it dries a little bit faster, and then we'll be ready for our activity to finish our paper mache ornament on Thursday at our next Keiki Zoom session. Okay?